Chapter 11. George makes a hard choice. And I'm afraid there's no pictures in this chapter. There was a horrified silence. George stared at her father in complete dismay. Everyone waited to see what she would say. "But father, Timmy and I have never been separated once," she said at last in a pleading voice. "I do see you want him to guard you, and you can have him, but I'll have to stay here too." "No," said her father at once. "You can't possibly stay, George. That's out of the question. As for never being separated from Timmy, well, surely you wouldn't mind that for once, if it was to ensure my safety." George swallowed hard. This was the most difficult decision she had ever had to make in her life. Leave Timmy behind on the island, where there was some unknown hidden enemy likely to harm him if he possibly could. And yet there was father too. He might be in danger if there was no one to guard him. "I shall just have to stay here, father," she said. "I can't leave Timmy behind unless I stay too. It's no good." Her father began to lose his temper. He was like George. He wanted his own way, and if he didn't have it, he was going to make a fuss. If I'd asked Julian or Dick or Anne this same thing, and they'd had a dog, they would all have said yes at once, he raged. "But you, George, you must always make things difficult if you can. You and that dog. Anyone would think he was worth £1,000. "He's worth much more than that to me," said George in a trembling voice. Timmy crept nearer to her and pushed his nose into her hand. She held his collar as if she would not let him go for a moment. "Yes, that dog's worth